In today's episode, the horses meet some unusual house guests. We end up in the city center. Lily is finally tired. We've gone a bit extra miles today than we needed to.
It's not raining.
Christian and I awake to miserable weather. Little do we know, today is about to be the worst day of our entire Ireland adventure. After crossing the ferry over the Shannon the day before, Christian and I were offered a small abandoned field for the night for Lily and Q to graze and for us to pitch our small tent. It rained all night and all morning. Because of the rain, we had a difficult time packing our things and saddling up, and don't start riding until well after noon.
Okay, here's a little update of day 368 of our Ireland adventure. Crystal looks like a little princess behind me. She confirmed that she feels like a princess a couple of minutes ago with the words, "I feel shit." So this is a very heavy morning for us. As you can see, the sun is shining and we are wearing our rain ponchos, so something's wrong. We just packed our tent in a downpour, so while packing it poured down whatever it wanted. Before and after, it was fairly reasonably nice, like now, as you can see, it's quite nice. I think I doubled the amount of the usage of the word in my life in the last half an hour, so I think Crystal had a very interesting time with me being grumpy. But now we hopefully sorted out B&B for tonight, so we can have a proper day's rest and the ladies can have a proper day's rest. Hopefully, after that we feel much better. But on the plus side, the sun is shining. Only my left hand has to touch cow because the rains fell into a pile of that. So rest assured that I'm holding the phone with my clean hand. And sun's shining.
That was a stupid idea.
Sun's shining, we're totally happy. We think still this is the best idea we ever had.
No.
It's the best trip we've ever had. We regret nothing. This is the most this is the most fun we've ever had. We totally recommend riding horses across Ireland. It's great fun if you like putting new shoes on every 2 weeks and ride on roads 24/7 and walk, of course. Do nothing else but walk, then Ireland is the country for you. And if you want to have a grumpy wife for about 6 or 8 weeks, then also this could be the solution for you. If you feel too happy in your relationship, come to Ireland. And if you feel like your horses are actually well trained and well tempered, come to Ireland and freak them out with stupid lorries and tractors speeding by as fast as they can. Oh yeah. And get sick. But apart from that, everything is very green.
You can see that from afar.
Crystal, we can't promote car traveling. We do a thing called Equestrian adventuresses. That's you.
No.
Okay. So Crystal will build a new website soon called the automotive adventuresses, and it's all about traveling the world in a car with a f***ing roof. You always have a place to sleep. It's for women who love staying dry, travel and adventure. Oh yeah. Oh, and another personal note, memo to myself. Digital nomads need actual power supplies. It is a stupid idea to be a nomad without all these power supplies. So digital nomadism actually doesn't work on horseback. Keep that in mind if you think you're the next big horse adventure blogger. It's crap. Documenting your travels on horseback is crap because you carry a whole lot of shit you don't need to survive, and your horses get pissed at you and everything gets wet, and half of the time everything is discharged anyways and you can't do shit or anything.
But the day gets worse. Much worse. We book a night at a bed and breakfast who in 20 years has never hosted a couple of horse riders, but with an empty field they happily take us in. We arrive and are grateful to spend a day sleeping in a warm, dry bed, but disaster occurs when we sit down for our afternoon tea. When we sat down to drink our tea and I was looking out the window at the field and I saw Lily just galloping around like a wild horse. I mean, she was going crazy, and then she was throwing herself to the ground, trying to roll, and I knew immediately that she is colicking. So we called the vet, and he came over. We didn't buy our horses just to come to Ireland and ride them. We've had our horses for a couple of years. They are our family members, like we love them. So if we lost Lily, it's not like we just, get another horse and carry on. So if we lose Lily, that's losing a family member. That's trip over. The vet comes and quickly takes care of her. It's a long and stressful day, but he caught it early enough and she's good as new in a matter of hours. With the vet's approval, we set out the next day. I spend most of the day leading Lily to give her some rest. With no place to stay for the night, we are on the lookout for a friendly soul to give us some shelter. During our ride across Ireland, we frequently stop at small village grocery stores and fuel stations. This is our biggest source of stocking up on food and snacks, and also chit-chatting with the locals with the hopes of talking to someone who may have a place for us to stay. During one of our regular fuel stops, we meet a friendly man who offers to let us stay at his home for the night. He points us across the street, and we realize that although Christian and I will have a mattress on the living room floor to sleep on, our horses are spending the night in the driveway. With only a small gate and wall to keep them inside, we hope that the patch of lawn to graze on is enough to keep them from escaping in the night onto the main road. The next day, we set out towards the city Enis. We are about halfway through our journey from the south to the north of Ireland, but are running out of time. We had begun our long ride on September 16th. It's now mid-October and winter is approaching. If we cannot make it to the north before winter, our ride will have to come to an end. The next morning, we discover the horses have gotten some burrs stuck in their forelocks, but Bossy Q won't let us remove them. They are unfazed by the various birds and house guests as we saddle up and head out yet again. Last night we stayed at the Enis Donkey Sanctuary, right?
Yep, animal and donkey sanctuary.
Yeah, and they were very lovely, and it was very nice to have some hot food in our bellies, and nice people. The sun is out today.
We slept in today a bit because we had quite a long ride yesterday. I think it was over 30 kilometers, 32 or something. With a grand finale of riding through the
City centre.
Historical city centre of Enis.
It's actually quite a big city.
Yeah.
I think Q wants a future job as a mounted police horse.
Yeah, she did.
Because she is perfect.
She did very well.
Yeah.
Although my navigational skills in town are lacking a bit, so we did a couple of funny loops, scared a couple of pedestrians.
Some people thought we were totally lost.
Some people thought we were totally lost, and of course the only route we wanted to take was dug up for construction, so that happens a lot here in Ireland.
Yeah.
But yeah, today we slept in a bit, recovered a bit, we feel good, it's not raining, and yeah, we see how it goes today.
The nice people at the sanctuary also offered for us to quit the trip if we want.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a very tempting offer, so I told him we might give you a call in a week.
But of course we don't quit. Ish.
Although we both decided that riding on roads for months is not the way to travel.
Yeah, there's definitely a better mode to horse traveling than this, and
So we don't suggest that you ride on roads all the time.
yeah, it's pretty annoying.
And it's a shame that Ireland has come to this, where it wasn't even, I think he said, 20 years ago people were traveling around by horse more than cars, and now already...
Probably,
So
he said
25
50
years too late, he said.
Oh yeah, oh, yeah. It was
Which
still...
is a shame, because it's a beautiful country. It would be so lovely to see on the horses. I guess I figured when we came here that we would just be walking anyways because of the packs. And there are some nice, quiet, cute roads. But, yeah. 24/7, roads, no trails. It's definitely not... I don't know.
So yeah, we will continue our research in horse traveling and come up with a much more pleasant way of traveling with the horse, which actually allows you to trot and canter as well on nice paths,
On
trails. So we keep researching, we keep connecting with people, and our goal in life is, next to others, to make a super nice route somewhere where you can actually travel with your horse and have an enjoyable ride every day. Okay, so we enjoyed the ride today. We go towards the moon, as we were told. Yeah.
Burren National Park.
Burren National Park. Look at this! We found it! We had to travel to Enis and find a way out of Enis which no one else takes, but we are on a green road. We're on an actual green road and it's lovely. Look at this. Beautiful island. Bit muddy though, but beautiful.
People know about it. Yeah, the GoPro on.
Ooh, cute. Hey. Watch your feet.
Lifting a bit?
She's not lifting up her feet and stumbles over things. This is so cool.
Yeah, this is awesome. More days like this. It's such a difference. Just having an off-road place. Nature. That's what we want. We want nature. Hey, girl. And these trees are really cool.
Go. We have some visitors which come with us for a little section. Two pretty horses. Whee! We're very happy to see some fellas. Bye bye.
A car randomly stops on the road, and the lady asks me to follow her to a nearby stables for a riding lesson. We take a little detour, and the horses rest while I work. We have a long ride today, and I'm tired, but still have a long ways to go. After the riding lesson, we head back out to try and reach our stay for the night. We arrive at our destination for the night, and the horses have some shelter from the rain. We are all saddled and ready to go. Both horses are ready to go. Lily especially, as you can see. They don't want to stand around. So, we are ready.
Okay, Q is obviously very curious about the empty bucket, but yeah, Q just had a small little Reiki treatment and enjoyed it very much. And it seems like they're both enjoying the trip so far. They're both happy and healthy, and yeah, we're just about to head out again for a short day today, just 3 hours cruising through Ireland. Today we're aiming for Gort, the area around Gort. Yeah, we're very curious how it looks there. It's near a little lake, so hopefully we get a nice view tonight. Yeah, we'll check it out. Good morning is what we say at I think 1 in the afternoon when we finally got on our horses today. We had a lovely night. Again, to be honest, we were hosted in a very nice, the ladies were hosted in a very nice stables. We had a nice bed to sleep in, so thanks to the owner for that. We're now in full, and I repeat that, in full turtle speed, out of the gate, going about half a mile an hour down the road in a fierce race to our next stopover, which is about 15 kilometers away. So that will take us 3 hours. At that speed, about 5. But yeah, we're happy. You see the background. There are some blue bits in the sky, which is quite surprising, but also quite pleasant. So we are enjoying that. We're having a great time. The horses are happy. They're looking at the Irish countryside and enjoying that as well.
We had a lovely, we got invited, well, we crashed a party last night. It was horsey people, so we met a lot of really nice, friendly horsey people and had a lovely party. Stayed out a bit late, and that's why we had a little bit of a sleep in this morning. And horsies also enjoyed a nice little lazy morning.
And now they get afraid of an abandoned house, which is quite scary because it's white, obviously. So then, thanks for watching. See you later. We're on a mission. Three and a half weeks on the road, and we cross a motorway for the first time. It's going to be very unexciting compared to all the stuff we had happened to us already. There we go. It's a humpback bridge though. Woohoo! A completely and absolutely packed Irish motorway. Okay, it's a Sunday afternoon though. Or maybe down. That's the type of street signs you want to see. High risk accident location, reduce speed now. No overtaking for 1 kilometer. And here we are, being overtaken for probably the next 1 kilometer. Yeah!
A lot of people are asking us, why are we doing this? And I think for us, one of the biggest reasons that we are riding our horses across Ireland is we wanted to meet the people. And I think on horseback, because we're in sort of a vulnerable position where we have to rely on people to help us. They have to help us find a field for the night. or a place to pitch our tent. Some of them were offering us a room to stay in their homes. And because of this, we're actually meeting a lot of really cool and interesting people, which we never would have met if we were just driving the Atlantic Way in our car.
That's true.
So some of the people that we've met, the night before we met a lady who, it's great because her brother decided to cycle on a bicycle from Ireland to India, and he got as far as Greece, and he met a pretty girl and stayed there. But she said that, it was sort of like paying it forward by offering us a place to stay because, people were helping her brother out, and she felt like it was sort of her karma to help us out, which was quite lovely. And the lady we stayed with last night, she's helped us a lot. We've stayed in 4 different places. She hooked us up with places for the past 4 nights, so that was pretty handy.
My personal favorite was right in the beginning. We stayed with a dairy farmer for, I think, actually twice, because we passed that area twice. Super friendly people. They were lovely. They had a lot of stories to tell, and he actually took me out into the farm, and I helped milking the cows in the evening, and he explained everything, and it was really great to see and just to get an actual insight into the life of the people here in Ireland. That was great. That was one of my favorites.
Yeah, and we also got to, at Cumanor, we also got to do a lot of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, Cumanor South Equestrian Centre.
Christian got to check off a lot of stuff on his bucket list.
I had a little driving experience, and I was standing on horses, and I was jumping on horses, I was rolling off horses.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things to do there.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
And also the man there, the father.
He was working, he's a scientist and working with microscopy.
Yeah,
for
I'd never
quite
heard
a
of
while.
that before.
And he told amazing stories of what he found with his microscope in things and where they came from.
Yeah, so for example, one of the things he discovered was there was a cake that had glass in it, but it was a weird, unique glass that they couldn't figure out where it came from. And through his scientific research, he discovered it was actually glass from a jet, an American jet, because the vineyard where the raisins were grown was in Turkey, where there had been a crash.
There was the fighter jet crashed there due to some sort of failure. It was, I think, during the Iraq wars or something. So the fighter jet crashed, the glass splintered, the glass flew around and somehow ended up
in someone's cake.
On the grapes, which then became raisins, which then got into the cake. And he said that was one of the more special occasions.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, he could basically find out like which exact airplane the glass came from, because it's such special stuff.
Very scientific, like CSI stuff. So we've also met people that they have a waste removal, and they told us about how all of the waste in Ireland goes first to England and then to France or something like that. It goes to the mainland, or Germany it was, I think.
Oh yeah,
to get disposed. So it goes through several different plants to get to, like, I don't know, 4 different ones. It was ridiculous. So yeah, we're learning so much about Ireland and about different people's lives, and we're actually staying with them for a night, or whatever. Like, we're actually tasting for a brief moment what it's like to, I don't know, be in their shoes, which is a lot of fun. And we never would have had any of these experiences had we not traveled Ireland on our horses. So that is definitely a big reason why we are doing this.
And a big thank you to everyone who gave us a field, hosted us for the night, or did anything to help us. That was amazingly kind of all of you, and we're very grateful for that.
And if we didn't mention you, it's not because we didn't like you, it's just because there's so many amazing people that we've met. Yeah, so thank you.
We are grateful to cozy up to a warm fire that night. The weather is wet and miserable as we ride out for the day. We are accompanied by the friendly woman who hosted us the night before. She has suggested we take a detour to try and get a little bit of off-road riding.
and she takes us down the busy road and says goodbye to us after an hour with directions to the smaller road, which should take us to the off-road trail.
It's raining all day today, and both Christian and my boots are completely filled with water. And when I turn, they slosh around in my boot, and it's pretty horrible.
Life sucks! Slish, slosh, little water puddle in my boots. Sloopy slosh, slippy slush, sloppy sloopy doo. Oh, nice. The water is now, how you call it? Lukewarm? No, what?
Quite cold. Why is your warm?
Well, I have warm feet, or I had. What do you call it? Lukewarm water in my boot.
Mine is pretty cold and pretty deep puddle.
Oh, there's a thing with lamps and stuff. That's our current view over from the hilltop of the hill we don't know yet. But over there is a wind farm somewhere, as you can see. And there, over there somewhere is Claire. And maybe over there is, probably roughly over there is Galway.
It's probably a very lovely view.
This is roughly north. This is Crystal. We are having fun. This rocks. We have an awesome day. Today we got offered that our bags get transported to the next stop. So we're very, very lucky that that happened. But on the other hand, our boots are about 3-inch full of water. And the water sloshes around in them, and it's
And I'm hungry.
Oh, Crystal's hungry.
Starving. There's no shops this way.
Maybe we just didn't see it.
I doubt there's a McDonald's drive-thru.
There's gonna be.
Hope.
There's gonna be a Taco Bell.
A Taco Bell.
A Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Taco Bell.
That will be our legacy.
Oh, a Taco Bell with tie rings for the horses. Isn't that the paradise? Oh, we do that. We will have one.
Yeah, everything we own will have hitching posts.
Hitching posts and Taco Bells. Well, over and out then.
So we didn't find the turn, which was supposed to be off-road track. Yeah, we didn't see anything. There was supposed to be a sign that says windmills or something like that, but you know, everything's a danger, and we didn't see anything, so it wasn't really worth the risk. So we ended up riding on roads anyways, but at least we don't have packs today, which is something. The unfortunate news is because of this, we've gone a bit extra miles today than we needed to, which is a bit crap. So yeah, we still have a couple hours until we get there. It's been pouring rain all day without giving up even a little bit. So yeah, it's a pretty wet, miserable day. My boots are full of water. It's basically a lake. The ponchos are keeping us a little bit dry, but yeah, it's a wet, miserable day. I guess that's part of it. Luckily, we arrived to a warm fireplace and a friendly host. Our horses are tucked in for the night, and we wonder if we're going to be able to make it to the north before winter.
Very nice paddocks down there.
Read about our Ireland adventures and more in the Equestrian Adventuresses book series available on Amazon worldwide. These are true stories of horseback adventures around the globe written by fellow adventuresses like you.
Next time!
We explain exactly how we pack the horses and which saddlebags and tack we use.
We have what we have.
We get a private show of traditional Irish music and dancing. And we continue our long ride from the south to the north of Ireland.